Okay, so let's keep going with critical numbers, but we're going to do it with rational functions. So when we have denominators, we have asymptotes, kind of complicates things. So first thing, if I'm asking you for critical numbers, intervals of increase, decrease, what are my max, what are my min? The very first thing I want you to do is find the derivative and figure out where it equals 0 or where it doesn't exist, okay? So derivative of the top multiplied by the bottom minus the derivative of the bottom multiplied by the top all over the bottom squared. So the derivative simplifies to be minus 1 over x plus 2 squared. So there's actually nothing that can make this 0. There is nothing I can do to make this function 0. There is something I can do to make the function does not exist, because it doesn't exist at negative 2. And if you remember from before, the definition was something that made the derivative 0 or the derivative does not exist. However, it also said it had to be within the domain of the function. What is the domain of this function? X cannot equal negative 2. So since negative 2 is not in the domain of this function, this is not a critical number. So there's actually no critical numbers. Having said that, you need to include this number on your number line because it is a potential place where you do have a change from increase to decrease. And eventually we're going to be graphing this and we need to know that. So always put asymptotes on your number lines. Okay, so negative 2, remember I'm always plugging back into my derivative. So I pick a number less than negative 2 and I put that into my derivative, and I put a number greater than. Well, this is actually easy because the bottom is squared, so it's always going to be positive, and there's a negative on top, so it's always going to be negative. So when I'm listing, though, my intervals of decrease, be careful. I need to say from minus infinity to minus 2, and from minus 2 to infinity. I cannot just say from minus infinity to infinity, because at this exact point, it is not increasing or decreasing. Super important, okay? So there is no max min, because there is no change from increase to decrease. So that's how we do a question when we have rational functions. We must include the asymptotes in the number line.